Connecticut's phase 2 reopening begins next week, and that means indoor dining will be allowed. I am joined by Scott Dolch. He is the executive director of the Connecticut Restaurant Association. Thank you for being with us.
Thank you so much for having me.
What will indoor dining look like, and are you okay with the restrictions?
No, it's a great question. I think it's going to look very similar to what you see in outdoor dining. I mean, obviously, we're going to control the environment. It'll be a 50% capacity inside. I think we're really happy with the fact that we can still continue that expanded dining outside, because obviously with CDC guidelines, the spacing is needed. But I mean, I think at the most part, we're happy with where we're starting in this next step. We have the 50%. We have bar seating will be allowed for dining. For most restaurants, they'll also be allowed to use non-porous barriers if they can't get the full separation. So there's a lot of things in there that I think work for our restaurants. Obviously, we'd love to get back to full capacity, but we know we have to do this in steps and phases.
Yeah, and you were saying actually a lot of states when they first started only got to do 25%. So the restaurants consider it's a good thing that they can at least start at 50%.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. I mean, obviously Texas, Florida, some of the states that are well ahead of us started inside at 25%. So for us to take that first step at 50%, I think is really, really important. I think it's important that, obviously we looked at what Rhode Island did on June 1st. We're trying to follow those guidelines as best that we can through this process. And I think we're extremely happy with, the first few weeks we've had of outdoor dining, as has been very successful for the fact of how consumers feel. I think there's not another industry out there that controls the environment and keeps people safe better than restaurants.
In our last 30 seconds, how will restaurants make sure the staff are healthy?
Sure. Well, a lot of this since the beginning. We launched the Connecticut Restaurant Promise, which over 500 restaurants and growing continue to take that. And we need to take care of not only the customers, but the employees are the first step. And every day they come in, they get screened to make sure that they're not coming in with any illness. And obviously they'd be sent home if they were, but keeping everyone safe is our #1 priority. And we'll continue to do that as we move from outdoor to inside. So everyone should feel good, whether, that we are taking all those proper precautions, actually going above and beyond to make sure everyone's safe.
And I know people who are dining are worried about the masks, when they wear them, when they don't. Can you clear that up for us?
Sure. So anytime they move around inside of a restaurant, they need to have it on, protecting not only themselves, their own guests, but the customers and employees. They get up to go to the bathroom, they get up, to move around to their table. But once they sit down and they're in that confined area, they can remove it to spend time with their guests. But obviously making sure that, yes, they have to put it back on to protect everybody inside the restaurant before they leave. So understand a lot of people kind of get confused by that as well, but hoping that clears it up a little bit.
Thank you very much, and we appreciate your time. Scott, good luck next week.
Thank you so much, Kara. I appreciate you guys having me on. I look forward to hopefully everyone continues to support our local restaurants.
Absolutely. Thank you.